I've got a couple questions for you. This is your second year with the franchise. So how is this training camp, how much different is this training camp going to be from last year for you defensively?
Well, the only difference will be time.
Yeah.
You know, we have more time to drill situations, more time to implement situations. There was a few areas that I didn't even get to last year because there wasn't enough time to work at it. So I will be adding more defensive situations. And, I think we have a younger group that's energetic and full of energy, so you can work them harder. You can put your stamp on them a little bit, right at the beginning, and that's always a good sign.
So what do you think is going to be your biggest challenge this season? Like, what are you going to have to cover for the most?
Well, I don't know yet. You know, that will unfold as training camp goes on. I know most of the guys, all the veterans, even if they came in, even if they're new to this team and came from another one, I've been watching them for years, But a lot of the challenges kind of unfold as you go along. You know what I mean? It could be something simple as an injury take place, and you have to tweak or put somebody out of position, or it's kind of a spontaneous challenge. So right now, today, I can't see any.
What do you expect from Markieff Morris this year versus last year?
Well, being more of playing till you're uncomfortable. There's a comfort zone. I mean, if you're used to playing a certain way wherever you came from, that's the way you play when you get here. But we want him to play a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more energetic. He has a tremendous amount of talent. I'm expecting him to outrun most bigs that are guarding him, stuff like that. And as well as, I spent a huge amount of time during the summer working with him. And in my opinion, he's gotten better. We're expecting some post moves from him. As he's shown last year, he could shoot from the outside.
So on the defensive end, he actually came in with a reputation as a good defender, didn't he, from Kansas?
Well, yes, and he has all the tools. If you can move, if you can run, if you can jump, and he can do all that stuff. And it's a different league for him. Most guys in his position, or a lot of guys in his position, are actually bigger than him.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to man up. That shouldn't matter. You just play a certain way no matter who you're playing against. But we're expecting big things from him, and I am too, on both ends of the floor.
Do you think at all there's been the brother thing with Marcus has always had a bigger career, a bigger spotlight over his brother? Do you think Markieff ever just naturally took a backseat to his brother, and now he's got to figure out how to be an alpha?
No, you know what? I can't even comment on that. I had no idea that his brother was, the things you just mentioned. I didn't know. He has never mentioned it.
Okay.
I just think that, he was on a talented team in Kansas, and obviously he played well, or he wouldn't be in with us, So he it's not all about being the main guy. You can as long as you contribute in a bunch of different ways, and he has the talent to do that. Not just scoring, but fill out the stat sheet.
Who else do you think is going to surprise us this year from a defensive standpoint?
Well, that's what we're going to let training camp decide, man. It's hard for me to sit here and be accurate and guess that, but if you come back to me like a week into training camp, I can say, well, this guy here is really, surprised us already. But I do know that in terms of having the ingredients that are